Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello.
Today we are doing what, baby?
Fideo.
Today we are participating in Noodle November, given by...
Oh yeah, that's right, Noodle November.
This guy.
It deals with food. That's all that really matters to me.
As long as it feeds you. Okay, so it's Noodle November. Just a quick recap.
Okay.
It's Noodle November. Tony, you remember Tony, right?
Tony the Tiger?
No, Tony from Kettle Kitchen.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Tony is hosting Noodle November.
Ah.
And this is where our Fideo comes in.
It's upside down.
No, it's not upside down. So Fideo wants to sponsor us. No.
Yeah, if they want, like,
You
we're
know
not
where
asked.
to hit us up at. Give us a ring on the ring-a-ding-a-ling.
Yes, we'll make some more Fideo videos. I'm just saying.
Okay, so Fideo. It is a noodle.
Like part of the macaroni family.
Yes. I have memories of eating Fideo when I was a kid. When I was growing up, we weren't
Well off.
we weren't well off. We ate a whole lot of boiled chicken, baked chicken, and Fideo, rice and beans, and a bunch of salsa. And Fideo was one of the staples in our home because you can make a lot of it for very, very cheap.
Oh yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, this was about 50 cents, and I can only imagine how much it was when I was a kid. So this was very, very cheap, and chicken was very, very cheap, and
I guess cheap's the wrong word. Affordable. Because cheap has a bad thing, like, you know, you buy a cheap car, it breaks down in 2 weeks. It's not cheap like that. It's affordable. Yeah.
And my parents worked hard to make sure that we had a roof over our head and food in our tummies, and this was it.
Yep.
Baby, you have any?
Yeah, my mom used to cook it. It brings back. It's very nostalgic. My mom used to cook it, and again, we weren't very well off. We had 9 people living in the home. I'm 1 out of 7, and my parents are those 9 people in the house. So feeding 9 people, it's a lot. Both my mom and dad did work, so we were home alone most of the time. That thing is easy as heck to cook. But yeah, it brings back nostalgia. It's nice.
And of course, we also brought it back into our home
For our kids.
Whenever we got married and we started off.
We were broke then.
Kids, yes.
I mean, we were broke. People say they have 2 nickels up together. I was trying to find a nickel. That's how broke we were.
And it is nostalgic for our kids too.
Yeah.
They always, when they come and visit, or even every once in a while, they just feel like eating Fideo. And this is going to be a little bit of a
fancy way to eat Fideo.
A level up of eating Fideo. With Fideo, you can add chicken, you can add ground beef,
weenies.
We used to do weenies because hot dog weenies were really
cheap as heck.
Like, or affordable.
Yeah.
They weren't very expensive when my kids were small, so we used to chop up a lot of weenies, put them in there, and it was good to go. And the kids loved it. They gobbled it up and they ate it. So, and they got fed. Everybody's happy.
And it was delicious.
And it was delicious. So I hope you enjoy our Noodle November. And thank you, Tony, for thinking of us and inviting us.
Yes.
We appreciate you and we love you. And okay, so here we're going to go run through the list of ingredients. You're going to either want 1 pound of ground beef, but today we chose to go with chicken, which we're going to boil that. We're going to go with 1 large potato, but if you have 2 small ones, that's good too. We're going to go through 7 ounces of Venecia Fideo.
That's my favorite.
Here you go.
It's my favorite.
Why is it your favorite, honey?
Nostalgia.
Is nostalgia?
That's how you say it, right? Nostalgia.
Yes. Did your mama used to make you fideo when you were growing up?
I used to steal this from the streets.
No, you didn't.
Yes, my mom used to make this fideo. Eso de Nina.
Okay, and then we're gonna need 3 Roma tomatoes. We're gonna need 4 New Mexico chili pods, which are these kind, and I found these in the Mexican meat market.
2 dried chipotle peppers.
These.
1 whole onion.
Or half an onion.
Or half an onion.
We're doing half an onion.
Okay. So 2 garlic cloves. 1 teaspoon beef or chicken bouillon, which is just the square chicken bouillon.
This is the tomato one.
Oh.
This is the chicken bouillon that we use.
They both had chicken on them, not bad.
Yeah, this one is caldo de tomate, and this one's caldo de pollo, which is chicken flavored bouillon, and this one is the tomato kind.
So 1 square of that, and 2 teaspoons of tomato bouillon, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, or comino, half a teaspoon of black pepper,
right there,
salt to your liking,
salt for your taste,
and 7 to 10 cups of agua.
Yeah. So what are we gonna get doing right now, babe? We gotta start boiling the pollo. The pollo is our chicken.
Yes.
A lot of
Nina and her native tongue.
A lot of people like to just throw it inside the fideo, but I don't. I like to take precautions
Cooking
and
it
I
separately.
like cooking it separately because I am very cautious because I've had food poisoning at least twice in my lifetime.
And I had bad food poisoning where I got vertigo attached to it, and it went everywhere.
Yeah, it was bad. My poor honey.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Okay, guys. So right now we got the chicken in the pot, which it should start boiling and cooking up here soon. And then we're gonna take you over here, which we're gonna put a little oil in the pan. We're gonna put it on medium heat. We're gonna have these Roma tomatoes, and we're gonna go ahead and put these onions in, get them softened up. We're also going to throw in our garlic cloves in there as well. Trying to get our tomatoes to soften up. Alright guys, as you can see, everything's getting nice and soft. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my chiles, which you want to make sure that you rinse them off really good and get out as many seeds as you can out of it. And we're just going to soften these up a little bit, let them cook and get soft. Okay, from here I'm going to go ahead and transfer these out into a plate just so they won't get too soggy, too overcooked. We're just going to continue letting these kind of warm up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to add 3 cups of water into our blender. We're going to add the onions and tomatoes into the blender along with the chiles and the garlic in there. So my beautiful assistant Boyce Nandez almost fell and died to my death. Okay, so Boyce is gonna put all this stuff, all the ingredients and everything into the blender.
So we have the bouillon cube for the chicken, the bouillon for the tomato, pepper, and then we'll put salt to our taste.
You got to be very, very careful, guys, because it's hot.
So we got that in there. For us personally, I personally like to salt it after the fact. So you can actually put salt in it now, you know, but when you're tasting it, you want it fully cooked. So that's what we're doing. That's why I haven't put salt in it yet.
Okay, so after you blended it very, very well, you're just gonna set it aside. Alrighty. So here, we're gonna be very careful because there's water in this pan, but you wanna maybe put a teaspoon or a couple of teaspoons of oil.
Then our box of Fideos.
This is gonna crack open his box of Fideo. He likes this brand of Fideo.
Yes, I like this brand.
It has to be the yellow box.
Has to be the yellow box. Nina brought some bag Fideo. Now.
See this? I bought this.
No.
And Boyce was like, no, you better get back to the store and find me the yellow box.
It has to be the yellow box.
It has to be the yellow box for Boyce. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and brown this up until it's a golden brown.
Yes. It's the same way you would do Spanish rice. You want to fry up the rice a little bit, make it get brown, and then
Nice golden brown.
then you add your liquid.
We forgot to mention that we're going to add our potatoes in there just to fry them up, to cook them alongside with the fideo. About how thick do you think those potatoes are, baby?
They're not very thick.
Compared to my finger.
Yeah, they're not very thick.
So what we did with the potato, we cut the potato in half long ways, and then that's whenever we started slicing them. But as you can see, the fideo is starting to get brown, golden brown.
At this point in time, you're going to want to put your liquid in there.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and do that.
And then you're going to want to add
I think 2 more cups of water.
2 more cups of water. There you go, honey. You're going to give it a good stir. And then you want to add your chicken or your ground beef or whatever you want to add in there.
Now what we did for ours is that we boiled ours and we did de-skinned them. I don't like the skin. And if it's not fried, I don't eat the skin on there.
You're not supposed to eat the skin anyways. It's not good for you.
Everything fried is good for me. Just saying. So now you have it in there. You're going to let them sit in there.
And right now would be the best time for you to taste the liquid to make sure that it is
to your liking.
To your liking. Here, honey.
Let's text. That's great.
Oh my god. This guy.
Oh yeah, I need salt.
You need salt?
Mm-hmm.
You're so fancy.
Yeah, what can I say?
How did your mom used to serve this up? Did she used to make something else on the side with it, or?
No, she should just throw it at us and say, "Here, eat."
Oh my gosh.
No, no, this was just. Actually, it was just the main dish. We had this, frijoles, and refried beans and tortillas. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
People make this as side dishes and everything else, but I think this is a dish by itself. So you're gonna want to let it simmer. Put the top on it. Let it cook for about, was it 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
Well, you want to cook it until the
taters are soft.
The potatoes are soft, and also the fideo. You want to make sure that it's soft and tender, and then that's whenever you know that it's ready.
Yeah.
But we'll keep the time just to tell you guys. Okay, guys, so this has been cooking for about 25 minutes, honey.
Yeah, about 20-25 minutes.
To low.
On a low temperature, letting it simmer and bubble it up.
Doing its thing, and
every now and again, go in there and stir it and make sure it doesn't burn from the bottom.
Yeah, because the fideo will stick at the bottom. Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this baby open. We gotta get some light in here so you can see this goodness.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
There's good looking stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
Alright. So for me personally, I like my potatoes a little al dente. Which means that they're a little hard. That's me personally. If you like them soft, like super soft, you cook them in there longer, or cut them thinner. It's your choice. Now let me get a bowl.
You like how I did that? Mm? Yeah.
We need to get some of this sauce in there.
This juice. Yum, 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 yum.
Look at that.
Okay, so just to give y'all a heads up on those chiles. If you're not very much into spice, I would say put 1 and 1 chile in there.
Yes.
Do not put as many as I did, because boys tasted it and
it's a little spicy.
It's a little spicy. Too spicy for boys. It gives you a little bit of, well, it gives me a little bit of burn in the back of my throat. Just depends on the level of your spiciness.
Yeah. But since we made it and I love fideo, I'm going to eat it. That looks good.
Now for the best part. Boys taste test. Do you need a spoon, honey?
Oh my God.
Like hot as in spicy, or hot as in...
burned my mouth hot.
Okay. Let's let it cool off first, and then we'll come back for a taste test.
Now we're going to taste it. See how it is. I added some beans in there for myself.
Oh, yes. Let's see.
I added some beans in there because, you know, I'm a beaner and I like these beans.
Oh, God. All right, guys. So just for disclosure, if you happen to make it and it is too hot,
Like spicy.
like too spicy, add more water and then give it a good stir. Give it a taste again. If it's lacking something, then go ahead and add the original spices to it. If it's still too spicy,
Like it was earlier for me.
yes.
If y'all don't know this, I can't deal with spices much. I'm a weenie.
Yes,
For
Boyce is
spices.
he's a Mexican that don't like spicy food.
I don't.
He's like the only Mexican in the whole entire world that I know of that don't eat spicy food. I've been trying for years to slowly integrate spice into his
My palate.
Yes, and he gets mad at me every time. He's like,
You put chile in here.
"Did you put jalapenos in here?" So
So it was super spicy for me. But for Nina, it was like almost perfect.
yes, perfect
Yeah.
amount of spice.
It was super spicy for me. So what Nina did for me, thank God she loves me. She watered it down a little bit, put a little extra more seasonings in there, and it was still spicy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up putting
Some sugar.
some sugar in there,
And we did it 1/4 of a teaspoon at a time.
little by little. You don't want to just put.
You
a whole,
don't want to
know.
just pour a whole bunch. You just want to put a little bit by little bit because you don't want to pour too much and then it's too sweet and it just don't taste right.
Yeah. So you did little by little, stir it while it's still simmering, like it's still the heat's on low.
Mm-hmm.
Still stir it and taste it. Still too spicy. Another, do a teaspoon or quarter teaspoon. Keep doing it like that. We did it like that, and
Yep.
now it's still spicy,
But it's
but
more
I can tolerate it.
tolerable.
Yes, I can tolerate it.
So how does it taste, honey?
It actually tastes really good. Had some little beans on the spoon. It was actually pretty dang good. Put the little get some beans. Get you some noodles with the beans. Yeah, I can tolerate the spicy now.
Yeah. Look at that. Yum. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's our entry for our
Noodle November.
given by Kettle Kitchen, hosted by Tony.
Tony the Tiger. No,
We just went over this not too long ago.
I'm old, and I got blown up, so I don't remember a lot of
We
things.
didn't get blown up.
She used to beat me. I'm sorry, I'm lying. She still does.
I can't believe the word this man is saying out of his mouth.
Anyways, this is from
Tony at Kettle Kitchen.
Tony from Kettle Kitchen. Thank you for inviting us and letting us get this craziness on.
Yes, thank you for thinking of us and inviting us into your collaboration. Please be sure to check out Tony if you do not know about Tony at his channel, which is Kettle Kitchen, if we haven't said it over 5 times already in this small clip. Please go by and check him out. Subscribe to him. He's got lots and lots of very good recipes, and he's very knowledgeable about preparing your pantry and stuff like that. There's also going to be lots and lots and lots of other channels that are participating, so please be sure to check them out as well. I will leave the link listed down below. Mr. Tony will be doing a giveaway, I believe, at the end of the whole collaboration.
Yep.
Is going to be giving out some prizes. So make sure that you go and watch each and every channel. I believe the more you watch, the more chances you have at winning something nice and special and meaningful and whatever.
The free gift.
Yes. Anything else, honey?
No.
Okay.
Besides, remember to like and share.
And subscribe.
Be well.
Oh my God.
No?
You didn't. Why?
Ready, sorry. Nina's a big Trekkie fan.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you don't have to lie. It's okay. I still love you if you're a nerd.
Nerds. Don't play. Anyway.
You can cut that part out.
Thank you for joining us. Until next time, y'all be blessed. And if we don't see you back, I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Have a great Thanksgiving.
All right. Don't forget, sharing is
caring.
Bye, guys.